All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great NFL Sunday, man. Y'all know give me some NFL in today, baby. My Cowboys ain't playing. You know, we got that mysterious looking dub come Thursday, but my team is off, so I'm watching some other teams. But I will say, man, something came up, and I thought it was an interesting conversation. So I want to have that conversation. Raptor Nation, what's going on? Thank you, guys, for the support of the channel. It means more to me than you'll ever know, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Raptor Nation, I got a question for you, though. I want y'all honest opinion. Kyrie Irving, should you go for him? Should you get him? Should you see if there's a play to be made? Because I've seen this come up. I've seen this question. Because all right. Let's take fantasy talk, right? Like all this hyperbole. Let's take that out. Let's just talk facts. The Nets got a Kyrie Irving problem. It is what it is. They either gonna have to keep him or get rid of him. But are you gonna pay someone that's not gonna play? That's the biggest thing. Because it seems as though the Brooklyn Nets are what I think they're number 2 in the Eastern Conference right now. They definitely a championship contender without him. But they're still paying that salary. Right? And I think they only paying him for away games or something like that, however that working. But more important than that, you got him to form a big three, and now you don't have that big three, but you got that big dollar number that you got to pay him. But he can't play home games. And by all means, this is not a bash. This is not about Kyrie's vaccination status, none of that. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about the basketball player for the Brooklyn Nets, and is it still making sense? And if not, which I don't think it is, should the Toronto Raptors make a play? Now, this is an interesting question now. We got to be honest. Because take away all the other stuff. Let's talk about the basketball player, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, as a basketball player on the court, is one of the best in the game. On the court, he's one of the best in the game. His handles, his ability to put pressure on the defense, his ability to score, his ability to make difficult shots is bar none. He's that good. That guy can make some shots that you be like, oh my God. You got people like Skip Bayless that's still saying LeBron James would have one of his rings if it wasn't for the great Kyrie Irving. So we got to acknowledge his basketball prowess, his basketball ability. Let's talk about that. That's what I want to talk about. You're talking about someone that can make difficult shot after difficult shot and is not afraid of the big moment. That's the one part you got to think about here. Then that's big. Because you look at the Toronto Raptors and you're like, man, They are definitely built for the future. But you add Kyrie Irving to what Toronto Raptors has now. We're talking competing. We're talking upper echelon of the East. I'm just being honest. You give me Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, Gary Trent Jr., Steady Freddie. You give me those guys and you throw a Kyrie Irving in that? And we just talking basketball. You throw Kyrie Irving in that, and you gonna tell me that team ain't competing for the top spot in the East? If you even think they're not, then you apparently don't watch basketball. And I'm gonna just say that. If you think you add Kyrie Irving to that, now again, we're not talking about the extra stuff. We're gonna get to that, but we're just talking about pure basketball on the court. Because one of the things that Kyrie Irving can do is when things get tight offensively, he could be that guy that could come in and get you that bucket. When you need that shot, that last minute shot, you got no question that ball's going to Kyrie Irving. And I think Kyrie Irving would excel. All right, that's Kyrie on the court basketball player, right? Okay, all right. Had to get it. Now, there's other things, though, and this is the thing with Kyrie. When the last time Kyrie played a full season? That's the other thing. When is the last time Kyrie Irving played a full NBA season? Kyrie Irving has been hampered by this injury, that injury, this injury, that injury. You remember back to his Boston Celtics days, he wasn't playing well. You go back, he forced his way out of Cleveland, and Cleveland bow out and say, okay, if that's what you want, man, we'll get you up out of here. Apparently, he no longer want to play with LeBron, blah. He wanted his own team. Went to Boston and didn't realize you ain't capable of carrying your own team. That's just what I'm just being honest. Got there, he was injury riddled. It didn't work out. After one point telling the Boston Celtics, hey man, I'm more than happy to come back if you guys want me. I'll be here. Next thing you know, he was on the first plane to Brooklyn to go with old Kevin Durant. And now this look like a superstar tandem. Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving probably can do what LeBron and Kyrie Irving did. This thing is going to be crazy. But wait, that's not enough. Let's add James Harden to the mix. Oh, this team is unstoppable. And then what happened? Kyrie Irving injured again. Kyrie Irving in the playoffs injured. Then this situation, vaccination status and all that came up. Kyrie Irving not doing it, and that's that young man, right? He is willing. And the thing about it, like I say, and I never victim shame. I never shame anyone for for their vaccination status, because that is your right as an individual. That is your right to do what you want to do, and I'm not taking that from Kyrie. But the one thing I will give Kyrie credit for is he is willing and not crying about his consequences for his action, because he stood on what his morals is or his value is. Salute to that young man for that. Now, let's talk about Kyrie in Toronto. Like I said, that to me, that's a championship contending team. I'm not gonna front, but you don't just get basketball Kyrie. You get other Kyrie. And the thing about Kyrie is, he can be a little boisterous, right? You remember when he was playing, but KD wasn't playing with Brooklyn. He started calling out other players on the team and stuff like that. And it was like, yo, hey, man, these your teammates, bro. Same thing, kind of little rumbling started happening in Boston with the Celtics. You started hearing Kyrie saying little things. That's your teammate. So you can bring someone with the talent of Kyrie Irving that can come right into your locker room and provide you basketball, take your whole basketball team performance to another level, but can also be very detrimental to a locker room, which can cause all kinds of problems. But let me tell you something I don't think that would be a problem in Toronto. Why not, Chris? Because they're not a bunch of boisterous guys. They're not a bunch of guys that need the hoopla. So you can say what you want to say, but they're going to come out, they're going to ball, they're going to play their style of basketball, they're going to do what they have to do. So me, personally, if you're Toronto Raptors, would I take the flyer on Kyrie? Yes, I would. I'm being honest. I would take the flyer on Kyrie if he can actually play. Like, I know Toronto got some different rules when it comes to vaccinations. So if it's not going to hinder his ability to play and practice, I would bring that in and give that a shot. I would, because y'all know me, man. I'm all about winning. If he could come in and I think for him to be in somewhere like Toronto may be really good, the entire city and everyone get behind him, embrace him. He's not the second. He wouldn't be like the little second fiddle guy or the troubled guy or whatever. And he just come around and sit behind him. He go out to perform. Hey, the one thing we know about Raptor Nation, baby, if you perform, they riding with you. So I don't know, guys. With Raptor Nation, that was a question for you. Would you go, or should the Toronto Raptors make a play for Kyrie Irving? You let me know down in the comments, man, what you guys think. I'll let you know how I felt. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I don't know why, but go ahead and do it anyway. Support your boy. And until next time, man, you guys be super cool.